my very special foster kitten. Miette came here about a week ago, and as you can see, she's got these little leg splints on because she was born with some pretty significant mobility differences. I don't know how easy it is to tell, but basically her knees are on backwards, and that is affecting everything else in her legs. So I've done a lot of mobility cases in the past. I've had kittens who were paralyzed, who were born with no hind limbs, who were born with swimmer syndrome. But Miette's case is really different. In her case, she has her limbs, and her limbs do work, and her limbs are not twisted. They are just not in the right position. So if you watch her walk, or if you look at her x-rays, you can see that her hips are not in their sockets. Her knee joints are backwards. And then because of that, basically when she tries to walk, she is trying to place her feet in a way that is making her ankles have way too much laxity in the ligaments, which can cause like permanent damage. Long story short, her legs are basically on backwards. So she was born like this. It's not something that can be changed through like physical therapy or anything like that. The only option she has is surgery. But unfortunately, she has to be at least 16 weeks to have the surgery if she is even going to be eligible for it. And right now she's about like 7 weeks old. So that means we've got a long journey ahead of us, during which time she just needs to basically grow and play and develop some muscles. Oh my goodness. She's like, look how cute I am. I have to see myself close up. So she needs to basically practice. Oh, look at that. See? Sometimes, oh, look at that. See that? That's awesome. Sometimes she is able to really get up on her feet. As you can see here, she is doing great. And then other times she sort of like scoots herself around with her legs out in front of her. Do you like that sunshine spot? Should we move to the sunshine? Let's move to the sunshine. Okay. Come on. Sometimes she hops like a little bunny. Other times she gets up on her feet. Oh, look at that. That is a great, great walk. But you can still see, even as she's walking like that, you can kind of tell that her knees are backwards, right? If you're not used to like identifying the pieces of a cat's leg, the knee is much higher up than you might think. So the knee is actually right here. And this is, whoa! This knee is supposed to bend the other way, but you can see this like, how it bends forward for her. See that? So that can only be fixed surgically. Now what we're splinting on her is not her knees. What we're splinting is her ankles. So in here is the ankle, and that joint, we're not like necessarily fixing anything by splinting, but the goal of the splints is to reduce the laxity of her ligaments so that she is not having further damage done. We're trying to prevent damage so that hopefully if she's eligible for the surgery, she should have all the other pieces working and functional and ready to support her. So Miette has a great orthopedic surgeon who we have been working with. She's the same surgeon who has worked on a couple of our other cases. And as a board certified specialist, you know, she has an expertise in those interesting cases like hers. And what she basically said is to keep her ankles in a straight position to prevent damage to her ligaments, and also to help give her a little bit of mobility so that she can develop stronger muscles, and also so she can just learn, because, you know, she's a kitten. We need to try to get some muscle built around these hips and hopefully get the hips in their sockets. Here we go, come on. Get some just comfort moving around, some confidence moving around. Good job. And hopefully, eventually, this is all going to pay off for her and she'll have, you know, as good of mobility as she can. So to be honest with you, you know, it is really hard for me as her caregiver because I want to be doing something to fix her. Like, I feel like I want to fix her. And it's so tough to know that like there's nothing I can do right now to fix any of this. All that I can do is support her and give her a fun, enjoyable life, which obviously she's having a lot of fun right now. I think she's having a good time. And it's really just a matter of time. A case like this is tough for me because, you know, nothing really is gonna change for like 10 weeks, but what an awesome gift to be able to give her like the support she needs in the meantime. She's also battling a respiratory infection, so that's been the other piece of this. Is when she got here, she had a really bad respiratory infection. We did a PCR on her and found that she had just like a bacterial infection, so she's taking some antibiotics and getting nebulized, and she still does some little sniffles here and there, but that is really important to resolve, not just to make her feel better, but also because then she'll be more willing to eat. It was so exciting the first time that she actually ate something for me, because when their nose is stuffed up, they don't feel like eating. So we started doing the meds and the nebulizers, and then all of a sudden...
Have you decided that life is worth living? And you're gonna eat now? This is great. I love when you eat.
So now she is gaining weight, looking good. She's so happy. Her favorite thing in the world is just getting her face rubbed and also rubbing on your face. She likes to make muffins on my face. She's like very into just being close to people. Oh, you are just the most special little baby. The future is a little bit unwritten for Miette because, you know, we don't know what it's going to be like when she hits that 16 weeks. We don't know, like, will she be eligible for the surgery or not? We don't know how the surgery will go. So it's kind of one of these leap of faith things. Oh, look who wants to visit. Birdie, did you want to come say hi to your baby? Oh my gosh. Look who it is. It's Birdie. So we adopted a Chihuahua this year, and she loves Miette. She was so excited when she first got to meet Miette. She loves every foster kitten. Miette is no exception. She was like spinning and spinning and spinning, so excited. Birdie, do you want to meet a kitten? Can you be gentle? Can you be gentle? Can you be sweet? Oh, that's a new friend. Are you really excited? Okay, it's a kitten. We have to be gentle. We have to be sweet. And now they are buddies. They hang out. It's very cute to see them together. So I do a lot of like encouraging her to move around using toys. This is like a little, actually a dog toy, but whatever motivates her to get up and get some exercise is good. And then sometimes I will actually like put my finger under her pelvis, follow her around, supporting her pelvis so that she can practice getting some nice steps. There you go. So I ordered her a bunch of different kinds of splints, but these are the ones that have worked the best by far. These are actually like finger splints. So if you like injure your finger, but they actually work really well for Miette's legs. So I think today I'm going to change the splints. So Miette is supposed to be in her splints at all times. We don't want to take them off unless it is to change them. But these splints work really well. We were using like little popsicle sticks and gauze and like medical tape. And I just felt like it was kind of sort of sticking to her fur. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna take this one off just for a moment. Okay, so there's her little leggy. These have a really nice soft padding to them. Every kitten is obviously gonna be different. For her, we need to position it so that the splint part is on the inside. And then we do one on the joint, one beneath the joint, and one on top of the joint. There we go. And then the other thing is we just want to be careful that it is tight enough that it doesn't move or fall off, but loose enough that it's not like affecting her circulation, because we got to check those little toe beans, make sure that they are not being squeezed so much that they become swollen or anything like that. I think these kind of look like ballet slippers, which is super cute. They look like little laced up fancy ballerina shoes. Yeah, I can tell that feels a little bit funny. Okay, so now we're gonna put your pink one on the ankle, one below the ankle. I know, she's fighting me. And one above the ankle, I know. Okay, and there we go. There's her new splints. Cool new splint day. Okay, let's see how you can walk in them. Woo, hey girl. So Miette's story actually started in Los Angeles. She was, I guess, found in a park by a man who brought her up to a lady who was feeding some cats at a TNR colony and said, I just found this kitten and can you help her? And that lady brought her to my veterinarian, Dr. Rachel Wallach, who is on the board of my nonprofit Orphan Kitten Club. So Dr. Rachel ended up taking her in and doing the x-rays on her, getting her seen by the orthopedic specialist. Basically, we wanted to know from the surgeon, like, what do these next couple weeks of life look like for her? Once we learned that the care she needed was really just kind of splinting and somebody to help her grow and build muscle, we ended up transporting her down here to San Diego, where I live, so that she could do that here with us. This is the magic of collaboration. You know, I really love working on these mobility type cases. One of the reasons that I wanted to say yes to Miette is because her case scares me. Like, I am scared to take on something so different, and that like feeling of fear is where I always grow. You know, I love the feeling of growth, and if I'm just taking on cases that are similar to other cases I've had, then I'm not learning, I'm not expanding. And so her case does scare me because I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but that's really exciting too. Look at this little leggy. What in the leggy heaven? Oh, hey, by the way, did you see this cool new shirt? This is my brand new All Hail the Triangle Tail shirt. So that's Miss Miette. Miette's the Wonder Kitten. I hope that you guys have enjoyed getting to know her a little bit. It's gonna be really exciting to see how these next few weeks go for you, Miss Mimi. I love you.